Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Smith's Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where we welcome in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up. We've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Rolls the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back-centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield, and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, to bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. Here's the sneak with Wilson. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side. They're moving forward at the snap.
I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
3 down. Hey,
This time Wilson will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ramik Wilson, no relation. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Tight end left. 3 down.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Even. 4 down.
On the ground, it's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
On second down, Jamal Charles. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
Pulling on third down, Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
When you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Time for them to give them a rest. Get the words right out of my mouth. Out to his left. Room here to run. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Tight end's left. Tight end's left. We got three.
Another run. This time it's Rawls. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year, because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards to carry in production. And that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and he extracted it.
Now Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle.
And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced. Would he be able to maximize what they were going to throw in his direction? And he certainly did this year, 65 catches.
65 catches, just shy of 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, too. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
95. Big jumbo. Big jumbo.
Here's the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Move 15.
3 down.
Right, easy. Check 51. Check 51.
On third down, Wilson. He's got, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Tamahali able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
6 man. Check curls. Check curls. Switch.
Set. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he lost the football. Charles loses it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. They'll give it to him here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Tight right. Alert.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got
right.
lucky
Watch tight end.
because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down.
Four down.
In this case, though,
Move,
giving up the
45.
football
Move, 45.
doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, but it's home court here on this drive. Surveying the field. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gold. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. To throw on 2nd down to Smith. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd.
Single, slot. Hey, you're running out of there.
From the gun, here's Smith. He's got time. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. So here's Dustin Colquitt now to punt this away for the Chiefs. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Returnable for Lockett. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
3 down. Hey, check. Alert. Double up.
Off the play fake to roll. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Ramik Wilson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Lose the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
There are certain words that sometimes we overuse, but there's one that's really welcome on a player's resume, and that's the word breakout. And I thought Travis Kelce was one of the breakout stars of 2016 in the NFL. What a season he had with Kansas City.
Over 1,100 yards. Now, to put that into perspective with everybody else that was catching the football for them, the next closest had 593 for the Chiefs. So, breakout year indeed. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them down on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That give them a little extra confidence there. Starting, as you said, in a tough spot, and being able to make a play on first down.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because
he rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes right side. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, it's Charles again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. But it looks looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Son. I'm too strong out here. Too big for you. Woo!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. 3rd down and 12.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Everybody come forward.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Fight under pressure, and they got to him again. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere. Ross coach is insane.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So the Chiefs able to force the safety there. I think you probably give an assist to this Kansas City crowd at Arrowhead.
And don't they love it? They love being part of the game and having an influence on the game because they make it awfully difficult to function, especially when you're backed up deep in your own territory. I think there's a little more going on here than just crowd noise, though. But the home field advantage at Arrowhead, definitely that. A big-time advantage.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Back to throw, Smith. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Wilson, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Escaping the pressure right, and he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. Here's John Ryan now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So 2 quarters, and apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Charles. And some room to work. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all those people throwing the ball.
I heard the old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
Second down and a little ways to go here. Second and 13. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll try the air now with Smith. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So completion on second down, that brings up third. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Jamel Charles on third down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Tamahale. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw on second down is Smith. And Conley's got it over the middle. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 44 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. They're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, the people up front. Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tied right there, he's tied right there.
Wilson again to Rawls. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
56, 5 boys, 56. Check 56. Check 13.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Come on, 16. 16. Check. Check hot route.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And he knocks it through. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just come back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing is Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Now it's Lockett. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you're talking about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Eluding the pressure right. It got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. We're back now in KC. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Budge, gotta get the point. Get on the point right here.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Wilson. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
It'll be a gain of 9, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Brandon, if you're not rooting for the defensive team, that was a fun play to watch. 4th down, all the throwing lanes are covered, and this guy says, let me do it myself, and shows off scrambling ability that you just can't teach.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Tight right. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Check. Zebra. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Now Wilson on the move to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Zebra. Let's go. 36 power. Hey, watch the edge. Check. Shift.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Doug Baldwin from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And this one through the uprights and good. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try to get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Smith. Able to locate Wilson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back. You're down late.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. As they've done all day, they run with Charles. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
They run again with Ware. And they'll get him. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Double tight, double tight.
Under.
Check 3.
They come out here in the eye.
He's coming. We got double.
They run it here. Ware.
Go.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Over.
Check.
So now it's 1st and goal. On the run, it's Ware. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Check 6 guy.
Set. Move 45. Move 45.
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Hey, that's the way to finish.
And the lead will grow by 1 more.
In your face.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every
Tight end
possession
to the left,
becomes
tight end
crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back to our offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10 now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to fly. I don't know exactly how this one is designed, but they made sure they moved.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
You got three down.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Flushed out right. Out to the right here to Wilson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Out. Three down. Mike.
On third down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, first and 10.
Hey, we got three down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And that'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
They go play action with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Allen Bailey in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. And out come the Chiefs now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.